Great to see you, Sam. For those that don't know, I'm Andy Boothman from DressCode Shirts, and this is Sam Jones, musician, and we're talking all sorts of things today about music and Sam's inspirations. My next question is probably a little bit of a curveball one, but we hear lots of stuff when people are performing about what's on the rider and not on the rider, and whether this is just purely made up to kind of fill newspapers, I have no idea. But as someone that's been there and lived it, I want to know, what's the strangest thing you've seen on a rider?
Well, to be honest with you, you say I've lived there and been there. I've never been at that kind of size of a gig, I think, where there is a rider. So there was this sort of in joke about these Freddo bars that used to get for 10p. They still make them, I think.
I do.
But we were all so sort of, especially me, like hungry, living in London and all the rest of it, that we used to have the joke that when you're right on the brink, you would go into a shop and buy yourself a Freddo bar, and you'd live to tell the story for another day, sort of thing. And so I said I wanted the Australian limited edition Freddo bars, and I think it was like 70 of them, or I'm not going on, and I was sort of semi-serious as well because I was sick of playing, so I was trying to just be as awkward as possible. But they didn't get me these special caramel ones. They got me the ordinary ones, but they did get me this big bag, because they knew that I wouldn't do it if they. But that's about the only rider, that. But
I love it.
Do like a sort of ritual behavior before gigs and that kind of thing. Like you might want a bottle of water, and you might do some sort of exercises before you go on if there's some sort of backstage area, or eat a banana. That's
absolutely.
It's very boring, actually. There's the whole myth, but the actual reality of it is extremely boring, really.
Well, you've got to think about you got to think about your audience and what you're going to need for that time that you're there. And banana is probably a really sensible thing to do, to be honest, to give you that energy. I can see that. Makes sense.
A vocal zone. They do these pastels for singers that they really help. They kind of clear your throat out. So I have one of those before I play. So yeah, it's
I'm happy with that rock and roll.
Yeah.